everybody, Derek here, and today we are going to talk about the greatest bluegill bait on the planet. And if you haven't already figured out, that's worms. I've been fishing with worms since I was a little kid, and I don't know what it is about these little things. I don't know if it's written into the biological minds of panfish that they just cannot resist them. There's something about worms that will drive fish crazy. Looks nice. Let's try that. Right up there in the shade. Oh. Man, that's a little tugger right there. That's a pulling one. Oh yeah, that's what I'm been after. Oh, pee it out, buddy. Pee it out. Man, you had to go. Come on now. That is what we've been after right there. Let's look at this one. That is a real good one. Right there. Look at the colors on that guy. That is awesome. Yep. That is definitely a nice fish. Thanks, buddy. I fish with corn. I fish with just about everything that you can possibly bait. All the baits. Corn, hot dogs, bread, Vienna sausages. I mean, I've fished with so many different baits. Gulp bait makes some good ones. There's so many baits out there that you can fish for panfish, but there's something about worms. Grubs and other live bait too. Worms will beat them all. In front of me, right there. Yep. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. Yep. Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty one. Pretty bluegill right there. Thanks, bud. The bluegill, when you can find them and they're stacked on top of each other and they're on beds, it's just one after the other. But when it starts warming up throughout the year, goodness, catching panfish and bluegill can be so much fun. And they, for pound, it's hard to argue, even though they're panfish, you'll figure out that they really put up a good fight. And if you can find them, you learn so much about other fish and where fish like to stack on top of each other and where the fish are located. Because if you're catching more fish all over the place and you're just basically tossing out, let's say, a bobber and a hook, you're gonna catch some fish in those locations because they really do eat worms a high percentage of the time. And if you can go down to Walmart or just about any gas station or live bait place and they've got worms for just a couple of dollars, get you a hook, a split shot, and a bobber. Easy setup. Sometimes you don't even need a reel. You can just get a stick with some fishing line and drop it over the bank like where I'm at right here. I mean, there's literally panfish that I could take a cane pole or some kind of stick with a line out and a hook and a worm, and I could be literally catching them right here. And that's why I love fishing with worms. Now, when you're teaching kids, there's no better tool to be using than worms. But anyways, guys, it's hard not to argue that worms are probably one of the best baits. And going out and catching them can be fun too if you know how to do what's called worm grunting. And you can go find these locations where the worms are at, and you basically take a stick and you basically vibrate the ground. You can make notches in the stick and put it down in the soil just a little bit and just rub it back and forth. It makes a vibration sound that drives worms nuts, and they'll actually come to the surface. So you don't have to go to the gas station or Walmart or somewhere to go get worms. Sometimes they're right in your own backyard and you didn't even know it. But anyways, guys, let me know about you and what your favorite bait might be, but definitely worms is at the top for myself, and I know my kids even love playing with them when they do have them if they're not catching them. But thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.